We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Rocket Man, and in today's video I'm very excited and proud to be bringing you the best possible FPS tutorial, whether you have a high-end PC and you're trying to get 200 frames per second, or a low-end PC and you just want to get 60. Everything I'm going to show you in this video I've tested on my system, and I'll only be showing you the things that really make a difference and are worth your time. Okay guys, getting right into this, we're going to start by launching Epic Games. And once Epic Games Launcher is open, we're going to hover over to the cogwheel next to Launch Fortnite. Go ahead, click on the Settings tab, and here we're going to see we have the option for additional command line arguments. The launch options that I have for you guys are going to be down in the description below, so you can just copy and paste. But for this preferred processor's number, you're going to have to change out independently depending on your machine. So to find the number that you will need, right-click on your taskbar, hit Task Manager. Now we're going to want to go to the Performances tab, click on CPU, and here under Logical Processors is the number that you will be filling in for your preferred processors. So once you have your logical processor count in here, go ahead and copy and paste this over. Right click, copy from the description, and paste it over to additional command line arguments. With that all set, we can go ahead and launch Fortnite. Don't close out of your task manager yet guys, as we're going to be going right back there as soon as Fortnite's running. And now that Fortnite is open, we can Alt Tab out of that window, Alt Tab back into our task manager, click on Processes, right click on Fortnite, and open File Location. And now we have the Fortnite file location open. We're going to see 4 different executables here. We're going to want to right click on each one of these, going down to Properties and Compatibility. What you want to do is make sure that Override High DPI Scale Behavior is off and Disable Full Screen Optimization is on. Hit Apply and OK, and do this for each one of these executable files. Once you have disabled full screen optimization on all 4 of these executables, you can go ahead and close out of File Explorer and your Task Manager. And bringing us back into Fortnite, you're going to want to go into the main menu and click on the Settings cog. And here's where things will differ from person to person depending on your machine capabilities. But for the most part, you'll just want to copy these settings directly. I personally have a mid to high spec PC, so I play on 1440p with about 80% 3D resolution. If you have closer to a middle level PC, I suggest maybe bumping this down to the 70s. On a lower to mid range PC, I would suggest changing this back down to 1080p and this around 80% again. And if you have a very low spec PC, you can change this down to 720p and changing 3D resolution all the way down to 50%. As it does not affect my ability to play the game, I have my anti-aliasing off, but you may prefer to have it on medium if you hate the sight of the jagged lines. And wrapping things up in the config menu, you're going to want to make sure motion blur is off and ensuring your frame rate is set to unlimited. We can go ahead and apply these changes and escape back to the start menu. Alright guys, and for now we can go ahead and close out of Fortnite, and we can also close out of the Epic Games Launcher. Alright guys, and for this next step we're going to be clearing up some clutter on the PC to make sure everything's running as optimally as possible. What we want to do here is hit the Windows key, type %temp %, hit enter. Now once we're in the temporary folder, click the first file you see, scroll to the bottom, shift click the bottom file, and hit delete. Now what we're doing here is clearing up old temporary files that are no longer in use. And for the ones that are in use, we'll pop up a message like this. So click do this for all current items and hit skip. What we're left with is everything that is actually being used and cleared up all the clutter that is no longer being used. Continuing on, down in the left hand corner, we're going to click on the Windows Start button and type in My PC. Now as soon as you see this PC, right click on it and go to Properties. From here we can navigate to the Advanced System Settings menu. And in the Advanced tab, we're going to want to click on Settings. You may find that it has defaulted to let Windows choose what's best for my computer. And what we need to do is click on Adjust for Best Performance and click on Show Thumbnails instead of icons. That's the only thing I like to have on, as it gets kind of annoying trying to sort through your files without thumbnails. Go ahead and hit apply and OK, and we can close out of there. Now back to our system settings window, we can go to the top right corner in the search bar and type in power. Click on power options, and into our power options window we're going to want to drop down the additional plans. Many of you will have power saving already defaulted, and you're going to want to put it on to high performance. And for our last setting that we're going to change, guys, we're going to be going into the Registry Editor. If you're at all uncomfortable with this step, have no worries. You cannot screw anything up on your computer as long as you don't do anything outside of what I recommend. That being said, if you want to skip this last step, you should still have massive FPS gains with all other steps in this tutorial. So to get into our Registry Editor, go ahead and hit the Windows key and R at the same time. Type in regedit as you see in the bottom left corner there and hit enter. And dropping down the H key local machine, we're going to want to click on Software, Microsoft. Scrolling through a very long list, you're going to want to find Windows and T, Current Version. And in the Current Version drop-down menu, we're going to want to find Multimedia. Now click on System Profile, dropping that menu down. Here we can head into the Games folder, and we're going to set our priority to a value of 6. Again, ensuring it's in hexadecimal. GPU priority, we're going to want a value of 8 and hexadecimal. And last thing we want to ensure is that our infinity is set to 0 and hexadecimal as well. Now that's going to be it for our Registry Editor, so we can X out of there. The last step here, guys, is going to be for NVIDIA users only, but I'm sure AMD users can follow along as there's something quite similar for them. So right click on the desktop and go to NVIDIA Control Panel. Once in the Control Panel, navigate up to Manage 3D Settings, and from here you should just pause the video and copy down all settings that I have set here. Once you have all the settings entered, hit apply, and you can close out of NVIDIA Control Panel. Okay guys, and that's going to be wrapping everything up. What you're going to want to do now is restart your PC to make sure that all settings have taken effect. Upon reboot, you can launch Fortnite with the best possible FPS you can achieve on your machine. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video, and I just wanted to say that, but I'm very curious to know how it affected you on your PC. Hopefully you had some massive FPS gains like I did. I would love to hear all about it in the comments below, and if this video did help you achieve a higher FPS, be sure to share it around with anybody you know who may want to increase their FPS in Fortnite. Leave a like on the video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Later days.